Well, we're at the end of the SEMA show, for at least for him and I. We're gonna head out tomorrow morning, drive back to Springfield, Oregon about 4 in the morning. But this has been an absolutely amazing show. We're so blessed to have been selected by Mopar to build this car. SEMA 2016 Graveyard Car, just the beginning. This is the beginning.
That's right. It was awesome.
Stay tuned. More to come. Okay, I've been storing this thing for 8 years. I just gotta remember. Okay, I think it's down here. Now here's a couple of them. I know it's here. Up. You, sir, are correct. Ed McMahon. So, that, my friends, is the Holy Grail. Look at this. This is the wheel off of that car.
Yeah, I got to get the seat put in, of course, you know, and everything else to get the left side of the car done so we can bleed the brakes. Boss man's going to give me a hand. You know, you need somebody in there sitting in the driver's seat to pump the brake pedal. We do it old school style. That's how we roll around here, you know, and get the brakes bled, and then we can get it up on the alignment rack. So hopefully it'll be turnkey start, drive right up on the alignment rack, and my man Roy will come in and bust out an awesome alignment like he always does, and this car will be ready to cruise the gut, as Mark says. Cruise the gut.
On this very special episode of Graveyard Carz, a decade of planning comes to fruition when the car that started the show is finally completed and revealed. Right along with the ghouls and the nationwide team of technicians who made this build possible, as they gather to celebrate the most epic Mopar restoration ever televised. Witness the miraculous resurrection that no one believed possible. The one of 108, 446 barrel, 4-speed shaker hood, 1971 Phantom Cuda. The wreck that started the revolution, and the Cuda that built Graveyard Carz.
Coming to get you, Barbara.
It has been established that the buried dead are coming back to life.
I'm Mark Warman, and together we bring dead muscle cars back to life, to exactly the way they were on the day they were born.
You don't care if it takes them 500 hours to fix it, right?
That'll buff. That'll buff.
So what is the Phantom Cuda? The Phantom Cuda is the moniker ascribed to the 1971 446 barrel Cuda that effectively started the Graveyard Carz series.
Yeah. Suppose you can repair that too, huh, fool?
Might section it.
Whatever.
The 71 Phantom Cuda is an exceptionally rare and desirable car. There's 108 of them made with a 4-speed. This one happens to have a shaker hood and is in Tor red.
It's true. It's absolute
Boy, that thing got hit hard.
Oh boy.
I mean, these are supposed to be in line. On July 5th, 1981, a guy was driving it. He was in a race with a buddy of his. Got out of control at a high rate of speed, crashed into the wall, bounced off that wall, hit another wall, ended up in the middle of the road.
After the Cuda's fatal crash, it sat for nearly 25 years, rusting, rotting, and being picked clean for its valuable donor organs.
Where's that? Oresco bought it out in Springfield with no motor in it and apparently no title. It's fun to be able to go back and look at a car's history and meet the people who have owned it before and hear their stories.
I knew it was something special.
And we come up with some crazy pictures of guys, and we ran into the gentleman who had stored it for over 10 years at his place, which was the father of the young man that wrecked it back on July 5th, 1980. While we were at his house, we happened to come across an original lower course support out of the car. Son of a gun, look at that.
Almost 30 years.
He had also stored the original 410 ring gear out of the Dana and the left rear axle. It was amazing to be able to go back to someplace 30 years later, and it's almost like stepping back in time like it was yesterday, and here's all these pieces and parts. It was really, really cool.
Then, in 2007, one of Mark's clients purchased the remains of this ultra-rare fish for $50,000. That's right, $50,000. Knowing the rarity of the vehicle, one of only 108 made, and Mark's reputation of resurrecting the most hopeless of dead cars, the new owner took a chance on bringing this once beautiful Cuda back from the dead.
The right quarter was destroyed, left quarter was destroyed, both front frame rails were destroyed. So back in the day, we referred to that as totaled. People scoffed at it, said there's no way you can repair the car.
When Mark accepted the challenge of bringing this mangled, sparse shell of a car back to life, the internet keyboard commandos screamed rebody, which, when you look at the condition of the car when he started, one might easily draw that same conclusion. However, while the illegal practice of taking the vehicle identification numbers from one car and putting them on another is certainly painless and the path of least resistance, it is not how Mark Worman restores Mopars. In order to prove the validity of this restoration and all of the painstaking steps involved, Mark reached out to a friend to document the process. That one simple action of recording the restoration led to a snowball effect that resulted in the TV series Graveyard Carz.
Yeah, when Mark got the Phantom Cuda and told me he was going to document the restoration of it, then he had the idea of starting a television show with the four of us. I said if anybody could do it, he could.
My grade came out a couple of years ago, and we ended up talking about the Phantom Cuda. And as we were talking about it, we agreed one thing. It's certainly, my hunch is right. It's just a wrecked car that needs to be repaired. He made the offer. Look, if you ever get too far behind and you need some help, we got the AMD Installation Center. Let me know. I packaged the car up, which was a matter of putting it on a pallet and shrink wrapping it, loaded it onto a cargo truck, and shipped it back to Georgia. The guys back there dropped everything that they were doing at the time it showed up so they could immediately get it in and begin the restoration process on it.
I know Mark would like to take all the credit for restoring the car, and he'll probably try. But everybody that's had a hand in the car has the same quality ethics, the same restoration ethics, same dedication as we do here at GYC.
So, with nearly a decade of stretching, dipping, metalwork, engine work, body, paint, and now assembly, this legendary car is nearly ready for the next leg in its epic journey.
This is the wheel off of that car. And look at the condition of that thing. Yes, it's dirty. You're darn tootin' it's dirty. But look at the condition. No cracks in it at all. The wood grain looks good. It needs cleaned up, obviously. And it's complete with the horn button. Look at the old dirt and grease from the fingerprints. I wonder if there's any one section. Let's see. You're doing 100, 110 miles an hour on a road. You go out around a guy. So that means you go like that, you're in fourth gear, out, straighten out, go past the truck, turn right, but you oversteer. So it would be the OSHIT marks would be right in this area here, because when he oversteered, he went in front of that truck, the back end went around into a ditch, hit a culvert, bounced it across the street where it bounced back into the middle of the road, and it was sitting dead in the middle of the road. But if you're in it and you're grabbing that and it's 100 miles an hour and you're bouncing off those things like a ping pong ball, you're probably defecating, you might be urinating, and at the very least, you're praying. So that's it. That's the big one. What's that foolish movie? Raiders of the Lost Ark? It's the temple. Temple of Doom. That's the wheel. Mr. D, you are going to like this, sir.
Oh, there she blows, huh?
Look at that. Look
Awesome.
at it. For cracks, I was just looking. I don't see any actual cracks in it. It's just filthy. but I think it'll detail up and look pretty darn good. Put a little slickum on there.
Oh shoot, that looks great. I can't believe that's the original wheel. That's so awesome.
So I'm gonna, if you want, I'm gonna go ahead and detail this. We can put it on if you want to do your last systems.
Yep. Just get some water and some
then
antifreeze in there.
We'll stringo it out and see if we can get the old girl running.
Cool, sounds great.
This is awesome.
All right.
It ain't perfect 10/10, you know, like the rest of the car is, but I think that I think it should be on the car. I think we should present it with the car. And then if they want one that's done, I've got new ones in stock.
Can I see that wheel?
Yeah, here you go, buddy.
Nice.
Look at that, huh?
Nice.
Look who decided to show up, just in the nick of time.
Do you know how that goes on? It's got a locating pin. You buy in books, you send them to school, and they throw the teacher out the second floor window. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen this? You got her?
I got her.
Nice. How's that look?
That's cool.
How'd that seat feel?
Good.
I got to sit in it. I got to sit in that bad boy. Bad boy, what I gonna do? Oh, yeah.
Good now, huh?
Look good? That sounds good. Wow, you believe that? All those years, Royal.
Yep.
Dragging it around, pile of crap, can't be done. You guys are rubbish.
Check it out.
Rebody this.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
been a long, long journey for the old girl.
Don't get any better than that.
You always have to reach just a little bit past where you can grasp. That's the name of the game. They say you can't, I say why not? And there it is. So what do you think, drive it in? Let's not stringo it, it runs, right?
That's right.
All right, let's drive it in, put it up on the rack. I want you to raise the left-hand side up just a little bit because it's a little lower than the right. Well, you always do your height adjustments, right? I'm sorry.
It's my first alignment,
See, you
man.
can't
I'm sorry.
question him. You can't do anything. He's that guy.
It's my first
You walk up
alignment.
to an electrician and you try to say, hey, now you're going to make sure, well, I've been doing it for 30 years. I'm sure I will. Well, it's just a question. Why don't you take me out and shoot me or beat me?
Can I please?
I'm going to open the door. I'm going to drive it in. You're going to open the door.
Okay, so like normal, I came in early this morning to get the Phantom completely done because tomorrow we are revealing it to the owners and a bunch of vendors. It's gonna be awesome. Got the car in, I gave it a great buff, did a nice wax on it, which is still on the car. Went around, cleaned all the tires and wheels, done all my touch-ups. So this car I'm almost done with. Dave's going back, getting a few of his things that he didn't finish last night like he promised he'd do. So since you say it's running good, I assume you guys took it out yesterday?
No, we did not take it out yesterday. Ran out of time, as usual. Towards the end of the day, just a lot of things to button
Well, you couldn't
up.
stay late?
No, not yesterday. I could. Had to get the kids from the daycare.
Huh.
So yeah, today we're taking her out for a maiden voyage. I mean, Mark drove it from outside to the alignment rack, and
So the first 20 feet were good.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah, so we're good.
Well, this leaves
Yeah,
in like
so-
24 hours.
I know. We're ready to go. So
We are?
Yep.
My job today is working in the office. That entails answering phones, helping our suppliers, getting the mail, I'm stuck here till 3. My only responsibilities are to basically sit here and listen for the phone. So that's what I'll be doing till 3. Good afternoon, Graveyard Cars.
So we're getting ready to pull the car outside. Mark's not here.
Yeah, he's gone, so.
The car's got to be driven. So I'm thinking we just do it.
I think we should.
Really?
Well, yeah, I don't know. Let's check with Alyssa. She's working the office today.
Yeah.
Let's have her give Mark a call and see if he might give us the okay.
You know, it's
Who knows?
easier to ask for
forgiveness
over permission.
No doubt. Yeah.
Maybe we should just take it. First road test I get to do.
Awesome, man. Phantom Cuda. Phantom Cuda. Oh, what?
The hell is he?
There's the boss man. Uh-oh.
He's in our...
Okay. I give
you're
up.
back.
Yes, I am. I give up. You called me a few
How
minutes
was it?
The car's
How was
awesome.
the
Car's awesome. You called me a little bit ago and asked if the guys could drive the car. I said no because I'm the guy that's
Right.
gonna. Right. Guess what I saw when I come flying up with Royal in the tow truck? What are you doing?
Road test.
Road test. Not out there.
You gave us
You
the
said it was
green light.
fine.
I don't know, that's weird.
You asked me, right?
Yeah.
Dave and I asked Alyssa to call you to see if we could take the car out to save you time.
She called me 20 minutes ago and,
And
she said,
I didn't tell them they could go.
okay, let's go. Right now. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. So what I want is one at a time. I want you to tell me what made you guys think it was okay to drive that car on the road. Pardon?
Okay, I said no problem.
Thank you.
Okay.
So what did I say that made
Give
it?
it go.
He said one at a time. We finished the car. You were gone. Correct? So Dave and I were like, hey, I wonder if we should do the test ride because Mark's gone, and by the time you got back, it would be like, oh, you guys have already done it? That's awesome, great, I don't have to worry about it.
Go on.
So, Dave and I discussed it. Maybe we should just take it. And I thought, you know, we better ask Mark first.
Well, we better just, yeah. Let's
We're
check
gonna-
with it.
we'll
We'll have
grab Alyssa and
Alyssa.
double
Yeah,
check.
have her, yeah.
You called Alyssa? You went and seen her?
No, we just went in the
I
office.
walked in the office,
That's went and seen her.
asked Alyssa to
This
call
girl.
to call you to see if we would to get your permission to take the car out. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Are you napping on the job?
No.
What would you call that?
Resting. My eyes hurt from looking at the computer screen.
The computer's not
all
on.
morning. It was.
It's not on now.
I know, it was giving my eyes a rest. What's going on?
Dave and I just finished the Phantom completely, and we know with him being out of town, will you call your dad and see about Dave and I just go ahead and doing the initial test ride?
Oh,
So
sure.
that way when he comes back, the car's out front, it's been driven, detailed, and it's done.
Yeah.
And then just let me know what he says, and if he's good with it, we'll go get that done.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'll call him right now.
And her response was,
I wonder if that'll pull out.
Okay, you guys. I just got off the phone with my dad, and the gate's open.
Oh, you already open it?
Yeah, so you're good to go.
All right,
Good
thank
luck.
you.
After I got off the phone with you, I walked out and told him that I talked to you and that the gate was open. I never said it was okay or anything.
Are you kidding?
I didn't.
You said the gate was open.
It's a fact. Mike opened the gate.
Oh, I thought gate open meant green light go.
Green light go and the gate is open are two completely different things. I mean, do they sound similar at all to you? Really?
So we tell you to see if it's okay to go in the car.
Okay.
You come out and say, gate's open.
You came out and said, I talked to my dad.
I just got off the phone with my dad.
The gate's open. Well, we figured that's
Go.
I was doing my job. Will came in and asked me to call my dad, so that's what I did. Come
Nobody
back
drives
home.
that car on the road but me. That car's maiden voyage will be driven by Mark Warman.
I figured you knew it was gonna be a no. You know what car this is. You know how my dad feels about it.
So you set us up to fail and to
No.
get in trouble.
No.
what it sounds like to me.
I don't think so,
Guess
guys.
it's a matter of perception.
Sounds like payback.
Right? What do you think, Royal?
Rod swirling us.
I'm just glad the focus is
I
on
did
Things
not.
swirling
You
behind me
fucking
as I'm
no,
going
I
back,
didn't.
you know,
You
into
did.
another dimension.
You came
Yeah,
up
we
and asked me
didn't
to
even
call my
get a
dad,
jar
and
of
I did.
Vaseline
And I
with
told
that.
you. I got off the phone with him.
When somebody says,
Gate's open.
Well, I guess that means we're not going for a test drive.
I'll go with you,
Let me
Dad.
get my water.
No. Why don't you guys go somewhere and sell crazy? Because we're all full up here in the front office. Bye-bye. Well, remember when I used to give you crap about smoking too much weed that I thought you lost your mind? You're fine, buddy.
Thanks.
We're going to
You guys are too
reevaluate.
much.
Thank you.
Dave, I thought we were friends.
I thought we were all friends.
First of all, do you remember back when I took the Challenger? I really love this car. This is one of my favorite cars that we've had in the shop.
Sorry, you ain't driving it. Have a nice day.
I really want to take the Challenger for a drive. I mean, it's easier to say sorry later on, than to ask for permission, one of those type of things.
Alyssa, it doesn't take that long to pee.
Bill, get in here with me.
No, you're fine.
Come on.
No, just go.
Will,
I'll cover for
please. What are you gonna say? How you?
That you ran to the store real quick because it's 100 degrees. You're thirsty.
She's not even in there. Where's Alyssa? Yeah. Will,
Yeah,
did she drive my car?
she's in the orange car.
Why?
I have no idea. Just go.
Will,
I'll cover for.
please. What are you gonna say? How you?
That you ran to the store real quick because it's 100 degrees. You're thirsty.
Hear that? Oh.
You remember that?
You did this
Boom.
Oh, thank you.
I got a boom?
So I feel really bad for getting Dave in trouble. I didn't mean for that to happen, but collateral damage. Will's been doing stuff like this to me for a long time. You guys just don't see it. So I don't feel bad at all. I mean, revenge is sweet.
The good news is we sidestepped that disaster. Royal and I are going to pull the car back into the shop, finish putting the information labels on it and the sacred talisman Cuda nameplate on it. And then, is it ready for its maiden voyage? You get it, right? Your brain's full of weed from 40 years ago and you get it.
No,
Yep.
Mark.
Dude, you smoked up half of Peru. You should have gave him the money up front and owned some property.
You should. What do you say to that?
So today's the day. This is the big one. The folks are going to be here anytime. We've got a large group of people coming in. We've been talking about this car, working on this car for 8 years. That's almost a decade. It was the car nobody thought could be done. We did it. I don't know about you, but I got a little bit of butterfly, and I put out some high-dollar cars.
Oh, yeah.
But you're always nervous. Anything can go wrong. Who's to say the car doesn't burst into flames just for a ha-ha, right? I mean, anything can happen. But the reality is, it's here. It's go time. This is the moment we've been waiting for. This is what we get paid to do. So we're hoping for the very, very best.
Piece of cake.
Here we are. We got a group of people starting to load them up here. Awesome. How many people we got? That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. Ain't no second takes on this, is there? Hi. What are you laughing about? You want to come announce it? Yeah, I thought that.
So he's like, okay.
Most importantly, thank you, everybody.
My name is Mike Gray. I'm with Auto Metal Direct. I'm the marketing director.
Craig Hopkins, owner of the AMD Installation Center. We rebuilt the body on the Phantom Cuda.
And Auto Metal Direct supplied the sheet metal for it.
The good sheet metal.
A miracle. A miracle. The Auto Metal Direct, you guys made this a dream come true for the owners, for us. We couldn't have done it without you.
My name is Tim Raudebush. I'm from Reidsville, North Carolina, and I am in Springfield, Oregon because I am the proud owner of the Phantom Cuda.
We got the Radiator Supply Houses here. We got Tony D'Agostino's out here.
I'm Tony D'Agostino from Tony's Parts, and I've been out here a few times before, and I come out again to see Mark, give him a hard time as usual, and check out the Phantom Cuda for its reveal.
Accurate Exhaust is out here.
Yeah, I'm Tom Swope, and the owner of Accurate Exhaust Products.
And I'm Colby. I'm the salesperson you call. I'm the guy you talk to.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Who else? Scott Smith from Harms. Where's Scotty? There's Scotty Too Hottie right there.
I'm Scott Smith. I'm with Harms Automotive out of Spokane, Washington.
We all get caught up in thinking this is about us, and it isn't. It's about the car and the lives of the people that it has affected in the past and in the future. So I want to thank you all.
I'm pretty excited. The Phantom Cuda idea, that Mark could bring this apparently totaled car back to life was pretty incredible. This took place years ago, and I've followed it on the internet ever since, even as a hobbyist, not just a business interest.
The only time I saw the Phantom Cuda before was when it was just its bare shell. I haven't seen it since any of the body panels have been on it, or anything progress has been done since then, but I've seen some pictures online, and it looks killer.
Yeah, I saw it when it was, buried in the ground, I guess. And yeah, it's going to be exciting to see that.
Craig and I came here and visited last time. The car had just arrived. It was pretty much as Craig had finished it. So we're kind of looking forward to seeing what it's looking like now.
My favorite moment when we delivered the car and we took the striker out of the car and showed them the original paint and the door hung in the same hole, I think that even blew Warman away.
It's just been really cool to watch the progress along the way, and now the unveiling, it's pretty neat to be here and be part of that and have my work on the car. It's fun.
I'm just waiting to see this beautiful car. I cannot wait.
Stringo is going to be bringing this in for us because it's a phenomenal piece of equipment. That's our little body shop down there. You all get to see that in a little while.
Besides supplying parts to Mark, which are important, which I do a lot of for all the cars here, one thing that is harder to get than parts is correct answers. And, you know, he's improved a hell of a lot over the past few years as far as the correctness of his restorations, but that's one thing where, you know, I probably help out more than he'd like to admit. Especially on the 71 Cudas, it's a low production car, and there's not a lot of originals, those cars documented to go back to for reference. And I've owned them, and I've documented a lot of those throughout the years, so besides just the... Excuse me?
Not on that many 71 Cuda. What are you doing?
Oh, just talking about the parts and all, how I helped you out with the car. Phantom Cuda, supplied stuff.
Trying to worm your way in, are you?
That's fine. No,
it's a long weekend.
We're okay.
It's all right. Grab the lower part of it, and when I give you the signal, you are going to get it in your hand, get it ready, and so on. We're going to go on 1, 5, 4, 3. You ready? 2.
Hey, everybody.
What is it?
Lunch is ready.
That's lunch.
That's lunch.
Let's go. Sorry, guys. I don't miss no grub, man.
We're going to do it after
lunch. That's lunch. All right.
We're not going to do it right now?
That
we're
American
doing it after
muscle
lunch.
grub.
Okay.
You guys hungry? Who's hungry? So, yeah, it's time to cut, time to roll, time to eat some grizzub. You know what I'm saying, Puffy?
Always the last to know.
Look at that, right?
Didn't let you in on that one, did I?
I was surprised when we were all out here ready for the reveal, and all of a sudden Mark breaking for lunch. I thought it was one of Mark's jokes, but nope, he really meant break for lunch. That's what we all had to do.
And it's always a nice day being around muscle cars and being able to cook for everybody on the muscle grill. Everybody enjoyed it, the nice aroma of real wood. It's very good. It's very fun.
I want to thank Mark for inviting us up. It was a good time, man.
More than perfect. It's exactly what we want.
Awesome day. We didn't expect to have such a large crowd, but it turned out great, and we had a lot of fun doing it.
Lunch. Time for lunch.
I have no idea what's going on. I thought we were unveiling the car, and
Somebody said lunch. I'm starving. What's the matter? Oh, you're just laughing. I thought you were laughing at me.
I'm happy. Why can't I be happy? This is exciting time.
Oh, yeah.
This is good stuff, right? The big car's ready to roll in. Everybody's standing there chanting my name, our name, not mine, obviously. It's not all about me. I am very excited, and I'm not afraid to show it. You know what? This is an awesome, awesome experience for me. I never believed when I was that little kid down on 14th Street looking at these cars going down the road that I'd be working on them, restoring them, putting them back into families' lives, and making dreams come true. I think it was awesome that I was able to fool everybody. I think I even got you. Nobody knew I was going to cut for lunch, so.
I was right there with everybody else. I didn't know that we were going to have to wait till after lunch to look at the car. So, like always, I'm the last one to know everything.
Alyssa can't keep secrets, so we all knew about this.
This is not true.
So what had to happen was we had to all be in on it, except her, because otherwise she would have ran and said, "Oh gosh, don't get too excited, guys.
That's such a lie. What
We're
really
gonna
happened
eat first."
is no one
So we keep her kind of, she's a mushroom.
I'm a mushroom.
A little bit ago, we were ready to unveil the Cuda. To be honest, I've been smelling that meat out there. American Muscle Girl came up and they just put this huge spread on. I've been smelling it all morning. He yells, lunch, I'm going to lunch. So now my little fat belly is full. I'm ready to come back, unveil the car. This is a great thing. I'm very excited to see the response by our fans and our people. What the do you want? Or are you in my shot?
I'm not in your shot.
You are in my shot. This is my shot.
I'm not in your shot.
Are you out of my shot?
Yes.
Stay out of my shot.
I am.
So I'm excited to see everybody's reaction to the 71 Phantom Cuda. This is going to be great. Looking forward to it. My friend Will's here. He just got out. He's got to go back Monday, but right now he's out. So we're getting ready to have a big reveal. This is it. This is the big one. All right. How was lunch?
Great.
Great. American Muscle Grill. That was phenomenal. I got beat out of most of mine because I was talking and I said eating, but that's okay. I could probably lose a pound or two. Right, Willie?
I agree.
Okay. Let's get back in position. We're going to reveal. Are you ready?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
This is a real one. This isn't a joke. So you're ready.
I'm really excited. I want to see that cover come off. I want to see the looks on the customers' faces. Priceless.
Drop them panties. You got it all ready. You're going to want to go forward. Now, don't ruin this. You only get it one time. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 71 Cuda. Let's go. There you go.
Wow. Great job.
Great reaction for the car. Yeah, we got a lot of applause. They crawled all over the car after we had the cover off, and all I just kept hearing was how beautiful it was. Pictures next to it, lots of selfies.
It's always nice to see something that has previously been written off, and now that car, instead of just sitting in a junkyard, it's like brand new. It has a second life. It's going to be great.
It's incredible. It's history.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the work that these guys do. All the hard work they put into it, the time, the effort to restore it back to life is a pretty amazing thing to see.
That's a big deal. You know, it's like almost closing a chapter in the history of graveyard cars as far as having something like that done and completed.
Mark did a great job. The guys did a great job. The new owners of the car seem to really enjoy it. And
love it.
Car was awesome.
I think the trunk's big enough to put a muscle grill in the back.
It's going to be our new mascot, yeah. I think.
It is?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a gorgeous, gorgeous car. It is really stunning.
The owners seem to love it. Everything's went completely great. And now I'm just excited to get this car out and see it drive away.
There it is. Where's Tom? It sounds very good. That is absolutely amazing. When you do it right, it just looks beautiful. Matching lower filler on it, the 15.7s.
The stance and the jewelry
And the
of all.
stance
The
looks
stance
terrific.
is mean.
It looks serious.
It is mean.
If you guys would like, we can go on our road test. And I know you've been chomping at the bit since you got here.
Oh,
Thanks
let's
for
go.
Being patient. It was such a great show today with everybody, and it was exciting. But I think we can go for a ride and see what you think.
Let's see what this baby will do.
I'm gonna open up the door. I'll get the car pulled out. If you guys want, you can go out the side door there, and I'll meet you out on the side of the building.
Okay, very good. I am very excited to go on a test drive. This will be the first time I drove a 71 Cuda.
Look any better outside?
I can't wait. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Love, baby, love. Love. 385 horsepower. 108 of them built. You got one of these, camera boy? This ain't no Nissan Sentra, is it?
Ain't no race burner.
No way. American Muscle. Yeah, that shifter felt great.
Test drive went beautifully. Shaker hood shook. 4-speed pistol grip was fantastic. Plenty of power. Handled well. Drove well. Couldn't be more happy. Did I ever think I'd be driving a 71 Cuda? No, not at all. Being here, talking to you, I never thought I'd be doing that either, but dreams come true, I guess.
Tim, you have been a gentleman beyond gentlemen. You've been patient with us. We took a little longer, and you stood right by our side, and that means the world to us. And we'll do the same. If you have questions, problems, concerns, anything, any documentation that you want, we're an open book. You're part of the Graveyard Cars family, and and that's just the way it is. I have a title for you, sir.
You have a title for me?
You have earned this title.
Oh my
Perhaps more so
goodness.
than a lot of people have earned it. This is the title from about 3 owners in from the original, from what we can tell. We have an interview on the DVD that I gave you of that guy.
Yes.
Talking about his time owning the car, what he remembers about the crash, and what he thought happened to the car afterwards. So that is yours.
Thank you very much.
You bet. And again, just a total honor working for you guys. And
Thank you very much for all the work you did,
decide
and
you
all
wanna-
you guys. Appreciate it a whole lot.
Well, thanks for coming out. I know it's not everybody's thing, but you made this really a great experience for us. Kathy, same thing. You've just been wonderful and gracious, and we really appreciate it. So
you're welcome. Thank you very much.
Walk this way. All right. I walk out that door, I melt and say it's hot. You guys walk out there and say it feels like air conditioning compared to Greensboro, North Carolina. I don't know about that. My little fat ass wouldn't last long down there.
It was really cool to have around, I think, 50 people there for the unveiling. I mean, we never had that many people. And then once we took the top off, everybody started clapping. It was awesome, you know, to have that many people come around to see this car done. It was really cool.
Yeah, I was kind of chasing my kid around, but yeah, I heard the car start up.
Oh, don't worry.
You were chasing her.
Yeah.
He was beating the ball.
My daughter
down the
was
side
playing
of
on the alignment rack trying to kill herself, so that's what I was trying to prevent from
I
happening.
think everyone was super excited to be able to hear the car start. Yeah. It was indoors, so it's a lot louder than what it is, but it started right up. It sounded amazing. And I think that the whole day went perfect, really.
Yeah, super cool though. See it from season 1 to see where it's started. I mean, you grew up with it, Alyssa. That car's just kind of a household name around.
That car
your
came
house
in to the shop in a box.
Yeah.
Before we even had it. I mean, it was actually in a box. It was that bad.
Yeah, it's hard to fathom that that's actually the Phantom Cuda. I mean, I know that's the Phantom Cuda, but from where it started to where it is now, and it seemed like it happened so fast. All of a sudden, things just kind of...
I don't think the owners felt that way.
But yeah, they probably disagree with me. But I feel like here in the shop, you know, it's just, like all of a sudden we were bolting it together, and I was like, wait, this is the car that was a wadded up piece of sheet metal? It's just crazy to fathom.
After a decade of planning, the car that started the show is finally finished and delivered. These last 3 seasons, we've taken a ride with the Ghouls as they completed some of the rarest and sexiest Mopar muscle to ever exist. All the while, witnessing the miraculous and painstaking restoration that no one believed possible. The one of 108, 446 barrel, 4-speed shaker hood, 1971 Phantom Cuda. Thanks to the new crew, their positive attitude, and the nationwide team of technicians who sacrificed time and money to make this car come back from the dead. Before work begins on the next cars in the queue, our legendary Phantom Cuda is about to ship off to its new owner. But first, the Ghouls are gonna take her out for one last ride.
Yeah, Mark just came to me and said we get to drive the Phantom Cuda, so the whole crew's gonna drive it. Super excited. I've been a big fan of the show, you know, from season 1, and so I've been watching the whole, you know, deal with the Phantom Cuda, watched it pull out of the ground, and watched Mark trying to straighten the fender on it. So just having the privilege to actually work on this car is awesome enough, but to get out there and drive it, can't ask for anything better than that.
Okay.
You didn't drive the Phantom.
Yes, I did. Everybody got to drive the Phantom.
You drove it?
I thought you knew.
Who told her to drive it?
I couldn't tell you if the car goes over 15 miles an hour. So that's the extent of mine and Alyssa's driving footage. We don't get to drive as much as your dad and Dave. Then you tried to f me on this car, so thank you for that.
I did? What'd I do?
Yeah, Dad says go ahead and take it.
Frankly, they're not the greatest running, driving, handling car in the world, but they are a lot of fun. And when you step on it, you watch that shaker come up and then the car comes up and everything's starting to head towards the sky. I mean, that's a cool feeling. Even today's stuff, even my Scat Pack car or a Hellcat, you don't get that lift out of the front end. And I think it's that lift and that brute torque when you come off the line that the guys like myself, my age, that grew up with it, really appreciate that. Our 71 Cuda has been with us a long time, so when you get to this milestone where it's actually officially done, it's a little bittersweet. I mean, I've been dragging that car around for the better part of a decade and fighting a lot of urban legends and rumors that it was gonna be this and it's gonna be that and it couldn't be saved. To be where we're at is, again, it's a little bit bittersweet, but I would have to say it's an accomplishment that I don't take lightly. That was a difficult car, and honestly, without the support of everybody that was involved in that build, I don't think we could have done it.
I love being able to help Mark with the cars and all, especially this car, being it was the car that started the show. They really, really are top-notch restorations today. I know he always touted that early on, that we do the best and this and that. Well, now he's putting his actions behind the words there, and the restorations have really stepped up a lot.
And it's always the same. Everybody has an emotional investment or a reason to do it. But that guy's happy. So was it worth building the car? Heck yeah. Are we gonna build some more like it? You bet.
It was really a treat for us to come up here today.
Yeah, and then found out that Mark's daughter put the exhaust system on the car. I mean, how often do you see that? It's that simple.
Mark was quite a host to all these people. He gave us a beautifully cooked lunch and was just a good host. He gave us all the grand tour and he treated us all like family. And
Great day all around. Everybody enjoyed it. Everybody got enough to eat, and that's what it's all about.
We kicked butt and got her done, and looks beautiful, man. It sounds good, don't it?
Yeah, it does. He wouldn't let us drive it by ourselves. We're not going to let him know that it's getting loaded up.
Why didn't somebody tell me it was getting loaded?
What?
You, funny hat, why didn't you tell me it was getting loaded?
Dave and I decided since he wouldn't let us drive it, we wouldn't tell you the car was leaving.
Y'all got to drive
I
it,
thought
didn't
Mike
you?
went to go tell you.
You stopped us out here. How dare you go
That
on a
day,
road
but you
test?
got to drive it later, I thought.
You let me go 20 miles an hour around
Okay.
the block. You gave him an hour.
Yeah, well, you
That was
built the
fun.
car.
Thanks, boss.
What'd I do?
Huh? Well, you know, that's the end of an era right there. Car's all loaded up, heading back home, and not back home, home for the first time. When you walked away because things were a little rough and then you came crawling back, that car was still laying up there in the rafters at the old shop, weren't they?
Basically, when Mark had the car, it just kind of sat there for the past few years. Then he got a good crew, got on it, got the body and paint done quick. Dave did a great job, did all the assembly in a month. So technically, the camera should be more over here, per se. But we did good.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. He held it for us.
You know what? I set out to prove something and we proved it. As a team, we proved it, okay? I set out as an individual, but I surrounded myself with phenomenal technicians, phenomenal guys helping me film it and document it. And as a result of that, today, here we stand as a completed car that nobody thought could be done, including my own mother. So, Mom, it's done. So, I'll try to